O.J. Simpson out and about in Las Vegas and setting up, it appears, a shot with the paparazzi.
This is
now the problem with
amazing.
The problem with this plan is he didn't realize that we were going to be there, and I guess you would say we crashed the party.
Evan, why don't you break this down? That O.J. is in Vegas last night, and he wants to do something to honor the victims of this massacre.
Yeah. So here's the deal. We got a tip that O.J. was at a country club in Vegas because that's what O.J. does. He's living in a mansion. He's going to country clubs, and we got a tip that he was gonna be there. So we had one of our guys hanging out there, you know, looking to shoot him. But before he came out, one of our guys, Simon, actually, who's here, saw O.J. kind of, he's there right there.
Welcome
Actually,
back, Simon.
Simon,
I didn't realize Simon got back already.
why don't you tell us what you saw at the restaurant?
A group of people emerge. I hear them mention O.J.'s names. That gives me confirmation. And within a few minutes, I hear them saying, okay, O.J., we need to make this look as natural as possible, make this look organic. I'm gonna ask you a few questions about the shooting in Vegas, and just say something along the lines of, you know, my thoughts and prayers are with all those.
Oh my God.
So you have all evidence that they've
this is
scripted
staged.
the whole thing. It's staged.
So he's going to do a staged kind of. I feel so terrible about what happened in Vegas.
Well, without further ado, shall we see how the performance went down?
Thoughts and prayers up with everyone there. It's horrible.
OJ, how you doing, man?
I'm hanging.
Yeah? A few days removed. How you doing? OJ, how's everything been, man? How's your golf game?
Oh, Simon,
Oh my God,
Simon, they must have loved seeing you. So you heard him start to answer. My prayers go out.
He's on
script, and then
you show up.
Simon comes in, starts this ad-libbing.
So you heard them plan the words, and then he's executing it, and then you step in.
Yeah, exactly. So I chimed in, jumped out of the car. They were in the middle of their little interview, and I started asking my questions. One of the guys tries to get physical with me, and another one of them says, don't touch him, don't touch him. I guess worried about a lawsuit or whatever. And yeah, and I just went and asked my questions. They were not happy
Interesting
to see me.
and O.J., as didn't answer anything that you asked. I'm sure they gave him a sign like, not that guy.
So let's talk about the upshot here. I think what you're saying is that this was going to be a pre-programmed video that one of his friends was shooting, and it sounds like this video was going to go out to somebody, and maybe for money.
Sounds like it. I mean, unless he really was just working on his acting skills.
Or his image. I mean, there's that also, that O.J., look, we know that O.J. Simpson is very conscious about his image. He wants to be loved. He wants to be out there. He wants to be a celebrity again. And you can even see when he's walking out of the restaurant, he's got the golf magazine there. He wants to portray this image of, I'm just a regular guy trying to get, you know, trying to go home and golf and live by the golf course and all this stuff.
And you say something compassionate about a tragedy.
I could buy all of that, except go back a couple of days, and then we find out that O.J. Simpson happens to run into a photographer, a paparazzi, at a gas station in the middle of nowhere.
It's even worse than that. There were pictures that came out the other day. There was a photographer that was in the home he's staying at that was shooting photos of him holding his golf clubs and hanging out by the pool. I mean, clearly, it's obvious to me, my opinion, is that he's working with somebody to push this content out.
And the question is he pushing it out for money? And the reason that's important is he owes the Goldman and Brown family about $100 million with interest because of the wrongful death judgment, and they can go seize the money if he gets it legally.
Right. And by the way, in theory, you said this to me this morning, Harvey. What's the biggest story in news right now? What is it?
The slaughter in Vegas.
Right, and they know that, and so they know, in theory, if they wanted to make a video to sell with O.J. Simpson talking about the Vegas massacre,
it's irrelevant.
It's the most
that's a relevant video.
Clip,
it's a video that news outlets want, they would pay for.
Worth noting, by the way, what you said about O.J., is he getting money? Ron Goldman's father,
Fred,
is at least concerned about that as well, because we broke this story this morning.
He seems to know what's up.
He went to court to and filed documents to make sure that if O.J. isn't getting money, that it does get to the Goldman family.
So it has to be diverted, he's saying, under this thing that Fred just filed today, that you divert the money. Whoever is going to pay him needs to essentially pay Fred Goldman and the family, because OJ owes a lot of money to them.
Hi, this is Jacob Shamblin from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I personally think that it's just a really good ploy, like him coming right out of prison, that he's using this publicity, and he's been kind of getting, in the last week he's been getting out of this, and that he's doing a good job, I think, because you guys obviously had somebody on standby, but I clearly think it's an intent to profit, and you wouldn't think it's wrong, obviously, if he didn't have something going on under the table, which was mentioned as well.
Just surprising that it's just right out of prison. Boom. Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.